Millions of Ukrainians forced to flee their country. Millions more displaced within war-torn Ukraine, desperately seeking refuge in Western countries, all due to Russia's unprovoked war in Ukraine. This weekend, the Canadian government announced additional measures to help refugees trying to come to Canada. This includes charter flights, short-term income support to ensure basic needs are met for 6 weeks, and temporary hotel accommodations for up to 2 weeks.
It's not everything that we've asked for, but it's certainly a long way from where we were a couple of weeks ago. They are here for a temporary refuge for up to 3 years, but they can't just be left at the airport by themselves. They need to have some guidance to make sure that they start their lives in Canada on the right track.
Michael Chishin says he is concerned that the measures are temporary, only lasting for 6 weeks, which could make things tough for those seeking refuge in Canada.
There's a lot of details to be worked out, sort of how this happens, where people access the support. They don't have bank accounts in Canada. They don't necessarily even speak English or have the knowledge of what these supports will be when they get here.
Each province has put forward supports for refugees when they come to Canada, and many have expressed interest in helping them out. Winnipegger Greg Udod says Manitoba is the best place for Ukrainians to come to.
We have dozens of halls and organizations that are just ready, choirs, dance groups. It could be hopefully a big taste of home for these Ukrainian refugees if they come to Winnipeg.
Udod has family living in Ukraine, east of Kharkiv, an area that has seen intense shelling and devastation from the Russians. He says it's more important than ever to provide humanitarian support to those who need it.
Ukraine has always been a peaceful country. It's never invaded anywhere. It's always just defended its own borders and its own people. And to see what's been going on for the last 6 weeks has been so difficult. And it's just very sad.
The Canadian government considered waiving visa-free entries for Ukrainians, but that process was rejected. Instead, Ukrainians need to provide documents and wait for immigration authorities in Canada to grant them entry. Michael Chishin says they are hearing a lot of concerns with the immigration process.
The numbers are large, and it's a very complicated process, but we are definitely talking to the government to make sure they understand that's as much of a challenge, never mind kind of people even getting here.
In Winnipeg, Alex Karpa, City News.